Hey everybody, Thomas here. Right now we've got, unfortunately, only 2 dogs. Yesterday, Cassie, our Catahoula, got ran over. I don't really know how it happened because we had the gate closed and everything else, but I found her on the side of the road. She's pretty tore up. Took her to the vet, and unfortunately, the prognosis is pretty grim. So now we've got Lucy and Molly. They're just kind of depressed today, as well as everyone else here in the family. I mean, Cassie was a well-loved dog. So I'm just gonna cut some wood, and y'all can watch if you want to. It's I didn't get the cedar filmed over the weekend. I had some stuff going on, the rain and people being here. It just was not conducive to cutting up the cedar. So I'm gonna cut up this cedar log that I have right here, along with some other pieces, and I'll just cut. Just a good way to relax and kind of get your mind off things. So we'll see. Okay, so I've got a few cedar pieces here. The ones down below, that clean one right there, I'll just turn that into a post. We'll see. Maybe boards, because I need one more post. So maybe that one, it looks pretty clean, so I might make that into boards. We'll see. This piece right here was left over from the job that I was cutting this weekend. Had a whole lot of knots and everything, but I was getting to a section where I was starting to get soft, not only on the edges but in the center too. However, you can't see it right now, and I'll show it later in the video. The front face, I kind of cut this into a mantle. The front face I'm not really happy with, so I'm going to go ahead and square it up into a mantle with no live edges on it. And the piece that's on here currently, which is cedar as well, I've got a big old split going down the top part right here, and the end is not the best of quality. As you can see, it's got the soft spots. The other side looks pretty good. What I'm going to do is go ahead and take this down to a more manageable size for a mantle. Right now it's 6 inches thick, and I don't know on the width on it. I mean, it's going to change, but I'm going to go ahead and take a slab off the top, cut on the back side, and leave this front face here. This will be the actual front face of the mantle. I just need to have a few more cedar mantles in stock, because as I was going through my inventory, I'm getting a little bit low on some mantles. So here we go. We'll go and cut this up. Okay, so my measurement actually came out to be 6.5. So I'm going to go ahead and take it down to 5 inches. The width on it is greater than 12 inches, but I'll take it down to 5 inches. That'll be a pretty decent sized mantle. And I'm just trying to get rid of the, there's like this spot in the center of the log, essentially like right here, that I'm trying to get rid of. I think this cut should be able to clear that up, so that this could be a top face. Even if it's a bottom face, I think it'll clear it up. I'll be turning it into the board. Right there. It's going to slab down the live edge on both sides. I've got a lot of people here recently who've been wanting to do trim around doors. I'll slab this up probably 1 inch. Do my reference cut up here on top, flip it over 180, and slab it up with the live edge on it. What they'll do is then they'll take the piece, put it on a table saw, rip it down the middle, and then they'll fold those out to be trim around the door like a rusty cabin. It looks really good. Cut through cedar decently quick. Even those small pieces there, I can use them for something. Cedar is a fun wood for me to cut. And again, you get to use a lot of the wood, even the scrap pieces. I get people who just love them for wall art. The cedar is it's unique looking. It's got unique color, weather resistant, so it's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. here because I got sawdust flying everywhere. Okay, cedar, you get hunks and chunks of wood that get stuck in there. And my exhaust was plugged by a piece of this cedar bark. One thing you gotta think about on cedar is all that crap on the outside, it really does get stuck in there. You gotta clean out your exhaust a little more. Plus the sawdust is so fine, it sticks to everything. Should run a lot better now. Alright, you probably saw that bottom board was moving around. Well, the whole log was moving around because that bottom board is unsupported on the back side over here. Not really too much of an issue. I put a little more pressure on here while I was cutting. I did leave my bottom slab there at 2 inches thick because, you know, a cedar bench is nice too. But these will make some really pretty shelves, or it could be, like, again, cut in half to make trim for walls and door frames and stuff like that. But I think these are pretty nice. Again, that'd be pretty cool. I could get a shelf out of here, between here, maybe take off a section there. Very nice, clean cedar logs. Happy with the way they're looking. And cedar sawdust, it's stupid fine. It's very messy. It gets everywhere. But pretty. So a little soft spot there, but you know, this would be a simple epoxy project. Does not go through on this side. So if someone wanted to just divot out just a little bit in there, fill it with some kind of color that fits their palette, be easy. And then this last one here, again, I kept it at 2 inches thick because that could be a pretty nice little bench, or it could be made into any number of things, maybe a big sign. Or I might incorporate it into my building, just something unique. Figure out what's next. Let's see how we're doing on time. 16 minutes. Well, what I'll do is I'll throw up this other mantle piece on here. and I will just show you the trimming up of this mantle. This log, again, was cut from this weekend. And the reason I stopped cutting on it for the customer is because this section had this soft spot here. I'm not liking this soft spot right now for a mantle. It would not be ideal. So what we're going to do, we'll cut down until I get to hardwood. So approximately, I'd say an inch-ish on this side. And on the other side, maybe 2 inches or so. Which would leave me nominally about 9 or so inches of a mantle, which would be more than ample. The only problem is, that's at 4.5 inches. I will have to add a little brace right here, which I never seem to keep around the mill. At 9 inches, so 4.5 by 9. Got rid of some nasty stuff. This would be a good clean face. I think it'll work. Yeah, it does have some dirt and debris on there. I didn't feel like cleaning it off. But again, 9 inches by 4.5 by, I don't know, 9-ish foot long, maybe longer, 10 foot. Yeah, just at 9 foot 3 inches. So again, this one log provided me enough for 3 jobs, because I cut up some stuff for one of my buddies, I cut up some slabs for one lady, and now I'm making this into a mantle. So I hope this has been kind of exciting. You know, cutting cedar is always interesting. You get some great colors, you get some great, you know, designs when you see around the knots and stuff like that, especially on this one here. But this might be a really good addition for someone's house. Again, a little bit of soft spots there. That's why I actually stopped cutting on this one for the one customer. But again, not much to correct that with some epoxy or something. other than that, I need to get the box elder cut at some point. I've also got to get some hickory cut up for my building. I think I'll work on that today. But also, you know, when it rains, it pours. During the tropical storm, we actually had some leaking on the house. I've went up in the attic last night and think I have found where it's leaking. And today I'm just going to get up there and try to correct said issue. All right, we'll see you around. Thanks. All right, so I was just putting the cedar out here and everything, some of my mantle pieces and stuff like that. And Tom and I were talking about, hey, remember whenever that snake, I saved him and everything. Well, the actual snake that I saved was just sitting here watching me. So that's the snake that was actually stuck in the chicken wire a few videos back that I was talking about. He's about 5.5 foot long rat snake, very gentle, so pretty cool. So that'll conclude this video. I just got the mantle pieces out here. I didn't get all the sawdust off the cedar, but cedar actually dries really quick. Not overly too worried about it. And then I got a few of these 3/4 inch boards that were left over from the weekend. But all right, now it's time to go on to the next task. See you around. Thanks.